ready for our next color bunch session here at the studio. We are live streaming here from our headquarters, and this session right now is on different social media strategies. And so I thought I'd share one with you. There are 22 that we're going through this afternoon, and one of the ones, actually the first one we're going through, is the content bucket technique. And why this is a very effective methodology is because on social media, of course, it's all about the content that you publish, and you really want to publish content that people want to read and engage with. And sometimes some accounts can feel a bit forced or a bit boring, and so this theory is really helpful for you to figure out what to write about on your social media. So how this works is, the first thing you do is you of course have clarity on who is your audience. So who do you talk to, who do you want to attract more of, who are your perfect customers. And the second thing you do is you now figure out what are they interested in, what they like to learn about other than your specific industry. So what are some content themes that you could potentially share content about on your different social media channels. So let me give you an example. For us here at Basic Bananas, of course, we are all about marketing mentoring. So most of our content, 80% of our content, is about marketing tips, like this one right now. And then 20% of the content that we share are other things. And for example, for us, we could also share things on team culture, which we do a lot about because it's one of my personal passions too, and it's what our audience is interested in. Also sales strategies, also operations, also finances. And of course, we're not the expert in all of these areas. So what we do, for example, to talk about finances for small businesses, we would share somebody else's content and credit them. So credit back the content that we are sharing. One of our facilitators, one of our mentors here, Kevin, he is also an accountant, and so we often share his content so that it obviously comes from somebody who knows what they're doing. Now, I'm going to share with you a few quick content buckets that you definitely want to have. So I'll share with you 3 of them. One is you definitely want to talk about your industry, so your expertise, to build your authority. The second one is you also every now and then want to show a little bit behind the scenes. So behind the scenes content of you working, or you in your environment, or your customers working with you, or your offices or your team. Behind the scenes is very popular. It's actually some of the most popular content that we publish is when we share stuff from our team. And the third one is if you can share stories of customers or even yourself or team members. So stories of somebody who has maybe worked with you and has gone through a transformation thanks to working with your service or with your product. So those are 3 of the content buckets that you can use, and then just come up with some other ones that you can talk about. And the best way to go about it is that you will end up with maybe 3, 4, 5 different content themes or content buckets, and then you create content for each of those different themes. And you might say on Mondays and Wednesdays you talk about your specific industry and expertise. On Fridays you do a behind the scenes. On Sundays you share a story, for example. So you can get very specific and very clear with your social media plan to make this very easy to do and also very easy to implement for one of your team members. So I hope this is helpful. I'll be sharing more snippets with you as they come out and as I'm here in the studio or anywhere else. And I hope you enjoy these pro tips, quick booster tips, because for us, of course, here at Basic Bananas, it's all about supporting small business owners. And one way of doing that is by sharing these tidbits, these quick boosters that can make a huge impact for you. So thanks so much for joining us here. And if you like it, feel free to share it also with someone else who would benefit from this specific tip. See you next time.